Welcome. If this is your first time, I'm Kyle, and I am one half of the Wandering Shores. So as you probably saw from the thumbnail and the title, we're here to talk about our infamous RV renovation project that is now officially, I think, finished. 826 days ago, February 1st, 2023, I got a chance to start on this project with Shaun and Lauren and their son Aiden outside of Pilot Knob, well, I guess it's officially in California, but it's outside of Yuma, Arizona. At the time, he was just wanting to reorient the bed, and that very quickly turned into something else. He wanted to go from north-south, east-west, and as you may have seen in our previous video, and I'll link that in the video description if you haven't checked it out, you can see this process has been ongoing now for over 2 years, and we're pretty excited to say it's officially finished. Shaun and Lauren have tried to do some of it on their own, but at the time they were living in the unit, so it was a little bit difficult for them to do that. Plus they have a toddler, or an infant slash toddler at the time. But since I came up to visit, we set our mind to getting this thing finished. And today we're gonna reveal the entire thing. I thought it was important to start off this video to explain to folks kind of the history of it, because if you haven't been following us for a while, you're gonna, be a little confused. But this project has ebbed and flowed, started and stopped, and I think it's officially over. And we're gonna take you inside and show you the finished Prowler. There it is right there, folks. As you can see, the weather is not great. We got about 6 inches of snow yesterday, and I'm filming this on, I think, May 7th. So May snowstorms in Colorado, but we're at almost 8,000 feet, so it's to be expected. But I'm going to take you inside, show you all of the work we've done on renovating this Prowler. I'm also going to show you the progress that we made since I've arrived here about a month ago, and I'm going to show you those different clips before we get to the final walkthrough. Thanks for following. Hey guys, some of you guys are going to recognize the inside of this camper, or at least partially. Back in January, February 2023, I helped Shaun with what was a huge major overhaul and remodeling of the interior. It never actually got finished. A lot of the things, because we had to leave our location, kind of got left to the wayside. And so today I'm starting on the updated renovation of the Prowler. So we're pretty excited. I've been going around this morning and putting caulk along some of the seam covers to kind of clean it up a little bit. They're gonna end up repainting all the inside. I don't know, we may get that done while I'm here, but possibly not. But yeah, it's gonna be all updated. There's still a lot of work to do. We've got to do stuff on the faucet. We got to do stuff on the toilet. And we're also gonna put a new lock on the door. All right, quick update. After doing the caulk around some of the trim covers, I have now repainted another coat of the bluish green along this area, which is going to be kind of like the spare bedroom, Aiden's room over here. I also did another coat along all of the cabinetry, as well as under the bed. And I got all of the quarter round molding as well, because obviously when you put brad nails in it, it kind of shows the white that the original quarter round was. So we've cleaned that up quite a bit, and it's all the same bluish green color, so it's looking good. Oh, I also repainted those two there. We need to put spar urethane on those, and probably on the face of the kitchen here. But we're making progress for being the very first day we're working on this. It's coming along pretty good. Obviously Shaun's not been in today working. He's got a job, lo and behold. So he has to work, the standard work day. And so I've been here working on this project. And, oh, there's Aiden. Hi, Aiden. Say hi.
I'm trying to get in.
You're trying to get in? All right. I guess I gotta let the owner in. All right, day one, probably close to wrapping up. Wanted to show you the progress. So we are going to put trim molding, black trim molding around the window here, and so I thought what makes most sense is go ahead and trim that off and paint that all black, so that when we put the molding up there, it will look nice and flush and clean, and you won't see, you know, brown or the spray foam that was behind there before. So that's there. Shaun has started piecing together the backsplash here. We're going to take and get some more 3x1, 4x1, I think it's 3x1 pine, and we're going to use this as a black backsplash down here on the bottom, and then we're going to seal it with some silicone. It's going to look slick. We're probably going to put some 3/4 round up here to trim this off to make it look more finished. But yeah, we're making some good progress on day one. We're going to be here for about 30 days, so I think, you know, by the time we're ready to launch, this thing's it's gonna have come a long way. You know, but one day at a time. Welcome back, day 4 of RV renovations. So since I last checked in, I have finished painting the nook here and polyurethaned the beadboard, as well as the cabinet faces, as well as all the cabinet doors and under the bed. We've done a little bit of stuff in the bathroom. We've got the water working correctly. There is a little bit of a leak outside near the low point drain that Shaun and I are going to have to work on. But I also have officially created a list here of all the things we need to do. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm hoping to have these cabinet doors on maybe today, or at least some of them. Some of them I think we're just going to toenail into the front because there's no drawer behind it. But I got to talk to Shaun about that and verify. But yeah, we're making progress. And we got the backsplash. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We got the backsplash on completely. We are getting some bronze trim, quarter round right there, I think. We're going to try to color match this with some paint and put that in. Originally, we thought we might go with black, but none of us liked the black look. So, yeah, it's coming along. I'm having fun listening to tunes on Sirius and just working. Update on the remodel that never ends. So we've made some significant progress. I have installed all the cabinet faces, the doors, as well as the knobs. I'm getting ready to caulk the kitchen counter. We have finished, excuse all the stuff on the bed, that's for some other projects, but we have finished the bed area / Aiden's room here with the headboard and the footboard. We just have to secure the bed to the floor. We've got the anchor down there. We're actually, Shaun and Lauren are ordering a table that'll fit over top of that, because that would be a good power source for everybody. Not only them, but you know, ultimately they're going to rent this thing. We have begun fixing what they refer to as Franken closet. This was a much taller cabinet previously, and they cut it down, so they ended up having to cut this door in half and put it together. You can kind of see on the back maybe where it was put together, but I'm finishing up painting some of that today, as well as the drawer cover that goes there. We're making some serious progress, folks. We've got about 2.5 weeks left. They've got some Amazon orders coming here shortly. But yeah, I've just been out here pretty much each day for, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 hours just working. We still got a lot of work to do in the bathroom. We have reinstalled the toilet. That's a regular flush toilet now instead of the composting. We need to do some stuff here. I need to take down some of that wallpaper, but we're going to put up new wallpaper here. We started ripping off the caulk so that we can put new caulk around the shower. But yeah, things are coming along. I'm actually kind of enjoying this, watching it progress and knowing that they'll be able to use it again, as well as be able to make some money from it on rentals. Morning, everyone. I'm filming this on my phone. I don't have my GoPro with me right now, but we are in the bathroom, or I'm in the bathroom, and wanted to show you guys that we've made some progress. We have the wallpaper mostly done. Yesterday I had a little mishap, and I tried to put caulk along the seam here, black caulk, and Shaun had gotten this one tube of black caulk, and he had mentioned that it felt really soft, almost the texture of like yogurt once you start trying to smooth it. Well, I forgot about that, and so I put a seam of black caulk down here and then tried to smooth it out with my finger, and it was a disaster, absolute disaster. I don't know if you can see this, but let me there's black stains all along here. I tried to get off the black caulk and it only got just worse. So long story short, I just bought another roll of the wallpaper, and I'm gonna install it, or Shaun and I are gonna install it, possibly as early as tonight when it comes in. But yeah, we're making really good progress. Cabinets, all of that jazz, we're making good headway. Bed's done. We now have a table in here / desk for people to eat at and to use, for work or whatever they want to do. So that's there. We've got some chairs. These are really cool folding chairs. Let me show you there. I'm using. So once the job is completely done, we got a few more things to do here on the ceiling. I got to fix this patch that I created with some drywall putty, and then we're going to do a full all around coating of spar enamel to help protect the walls from scuffs and stuff. And yeah, we're making progress. I'm thinking it might be done this weekend. We are getting close, folks. As I mentioned yesterday, I screwed up the wallpaper with the black caulk that we originally had. We got some new caulk and it's much better. I also have done and gone and trimmed around the bottom of the cabinet right there, and that's looking a little bit cleaner. Today's project has been something that's been a royal pain for the last almost 3.5 weeks, and that is this old RV style door, is specifically the latch. You have to slam it like so hard, and half the time it doesn't even lock correctly. There's something going on with it. It's broken. So what I did, long story short, is I reached out to ONNAIS, who I had worked with before, and they were gracious enough to send us over the ONNAIS RV door lock that we had actually installed on our RV. I'm not going to go through all of the instructions step by step on this. I'm just going to get it out, install it, and show you what it looks like, and show you how much better the door closes, and most importantly, locks. If you're interested in seeing the entire installation process, I'll put that in the video description below. You can also check out our website and just type ONNAIS RV door lock, and you'll see the extensive video where I installed it on our camper probably about 6 months ago, and we love it. We had removed the old RV door lock that we had for many reasons, and this one has been top solid. We love it, and obviously enough to recommend it to our friends who are going to be installing it, or I'm going to be installing it on their RV door here in the Prowler. What's unique about their situation is they're actually going to be renting this through some of the RV rental websites, and this will allow them to change the lock code each time there's a rental so that the new people have it. They don't have to worry about keys. They can just type in the security code that they agree upon, I guess, during the original reservation period, and they're good to go. So I'm going to get this out. I'm going to get it installed. I'm going to get this old hunk of junk removed off of the door, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. This is too good not to share. So it took me about 2 minutes to get the old door lock off. This is how it came apart. Oh, let me move so you don't see my shadow. Look at all those parts. The whole thing was just falling apart in there. I don't know what happened, if it's just from overuse or use, but yeah, that thing was on its last leg. There were just parts falling off when I took the backing off of it. So, all right, let's get this ONNAIS one installed. So I want to wrap up the door install and just say that in YouTube time, this is probably just a few seconds, but in reality, it's like 6 hours later, maybe 5. The install on the door was super simple, folks. I mean, I had this thing installed here. Oh, let me unlock the door here. I had that installed in like less than 5 minutes. It was super easy, super fluid. We ran into the problem, and every screen door is a little bit different, so I'm just going to share with you what happened with this screen door. So Shaun's got a 26-inch screen door, and it's made by Dexter, which most of them are not. And the issue we were running into is when you closed the door with the new lock on it, it was hitting this metal frame right here. So what we ended up having to do, it's not going to look great now, but it will eventually, is we ended up having to take a oscillating tool and cut out a section so that it wasn't hitting this part of the actual door frame or the door lock, which now allows it to very cleanly close without any issue, just like that. We've got the strike plate in, and like butter. So most people are not going to have to do that type of modification to their door, but just be advised, if you saw our original video, you know that we can't have our piece of plastic here closed because it hits the protruding lock. But Shaun's is no problem because he's got one of the ones that's a little bit deeper. So his works fine that way, but his door frame was hitting it, so we had to make some modifications. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a thin piece of edging and put it around that metal thing, and it'll look like it was practically factory, but we just have to order that. Walmart sells it. It's super cheap, but we're just going to put a piece on there. But yeah, so the door lock is in. He can now make modifications whenever somebody rents it and give them their own security code to access the door, and most importantly, it closes way, way easier. So we're going to be back in here tomorrow, and I think we might actually be able to do a slight walkthrough. We got a few things we got to touch up. We got to install the bathroom sink, but I did get the new finished wallpaper in, so we'll show you that tomorrow. So I think this is going to be the last video before the final reveal. We made a lot of progress. We've got the back area almost done and staged. We've got the table / desk here. I still got stuff laying around. I'm doing mostly cleanup today. We did fix the bathroom sink, and it now has faucet and water as well as wallpaper. We still need to hang the mirror, but yeah, it's coming along, and the sink doesn't leak. That was like a 2-day project. But yeah, so and in honor of Victoria and Craig, shout out to Wild RV Life if you guys are watching. I'm wearing my overalls. I didn't get these right at the beginning, which I should have. It would have saved me some mess on some of my other clothing, but I have them now, and in the future I'll have them for any other future projects, or just because, you know, they're cool. And shout out to Lauren and Shaun's neighbor, Lizzie, who hemmed the length of them for me a little bit. She's quite the seamstress, and was able to take about 1 inch off, because this is the second pair I ordered. The first pair were extremely too long, and these were just a little bit too long. Instead of sending them back to Amazon, I just went ahead and paid Lizzie to hem them for me. But we've got spar urethane on most of the walls. We still got to do back by the bed a little bit. We got to do some work on the underbed storage area. I'll explain more about that. I am fixing up this switch up here. The depth of the switch with the wires and stuff plugged into it was too deep, and so it was hitting the back wall and pushing the switch out. So I built a little wood surround there, if you can see. I just got to go get my drill, pre-drill some holes, set that back in there, and we'll be good to go. Add a little caulk around the edges. But yeah, we're making huge progress. So the next time you see this will probably be the final reveal as we do a complete walkthrough of everything that we have done. We have also got a plan for upgrading the electrical a little bit. I don't know that that will be done just yet, but we're gonna try to get that done. It's supposed to rain like every day this week, and we leave here on Sunday. Welcome to the Prowler. So, give you a quick glimpse 360 around, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through, tell you some of what we've done. So, hopefully I've been able to grab some clips from the original walkthrough video that the company did to show you what this used to look like. But this area right here used to have a couch coming out to about there. The bed used to be oriented north-south. It's now east-west. There used to be a cabinet over there in that corner. This didn't exist. We'll talk more about that later. All of these, this countertop was basically probably to about right here, but now has been extended, as well as this area up here was blank. And so we've repurposed some of the cabinets that we've taken down from other areas. But all new countertops, all new nightstand. This is the part of the video where we referred to in the video we referred to Franken closet. This is the closet section that Lauren and Shaun actually had to cut down out of a larger cabinet to make fit in that area underneath what was our original cabinet that we hung, or closet that we hung 2.5 years ago. But as you can see, we've now finished all of the cabinets. We've got knob holes on all of them, new stove, new sink, new backsplash. Up here in this void right now is going to go an air fryer. We've finished the inserts here with some contact paper, if you will, to give it a little more color. And the wood backsplash we've added as well. Over in this section, we've got the seating area / workstation, whatever the people want to do with it if they're renting it. Back here is Aiden's / spare bed / lounging area. So for point of reference, this right here used to be a dinette, and that was taken out. This platform without the headboard and footboard used to be right here at one point during the renovation. And then this used to be, if I remember correctly, I never saw it when it was, but I think that was a bunk area. But Shaun took that out before I even met him so that he could use that originally as a workstation. But yeah, we've repurposed all of this. Right now we've got the Anchor power station tapped in right there. However, we are going to be, it's not 100% finished yet. We are going to be moving that over here underneath the nightstand and putting an outlet on the outside of the RV so that you can plug the RV into the Anchor on 30 amps so that you can utilize that, as well as the, I think, 400 watts of solar that are on the roof currently. And then let's take you into the bathroom. What did we do in here? Well, he went from a plastic toilet to a composting toilet and now to a porcelain toilet. He figured it'd be easier for folks who are not regular boondockers to just use a regular porcelain toilet. So we installed that, made sure it didn't leak. We've re-wallpapered everything in here. I don't know if in the old video you can see some of the old wallpaper. We've got the sink all finished, and well, let me turn the, look at that, folks. We got running water and it's not leaking everywhere. So that's a good sign. We hung some hanging hooks here as well as here. We finished off inside here as well. So lots of upgrades. The other thing I recently did, well, we've got a little stool bench over here that can be used either for the other side of this to turn it into a four-person seating area if you want to pull it out, or just to store some equipment. I don't know if this is, I think it opens this way right now, but you can open that. The other thing we did, and excuse all the junk in here, but I had to put it somewhere for the video. We put hinges and air struts on there so that it's a lot easier to lift. And that will make a huge difference to being able to access that area, because if not, that mattress is like 100% latex and it's probably 100 pounds. It's heavy. So yeah, just give you another once around here. It's a 12-volt fridge, so gets cooler much faster than the absorption. We've got a few items hanging there, but we're pretty excited. So Shaun and Aiden are going to go on a camping trip this weekend with us for the inaugural, I guess, launch of this Prowler. And then when it comes back, it's for rent. So if anyone's interested and you're in the Salida, Pueblo, Westcliff, Silver Cliff area and are interested, you can check out their website at westcliffrvrentals.com. And Westcliff has an E at the end, so just for spelling purposes. But yeah, pretty excited about how it all turned out. It was a lot of work and was 3 or 4 years in the making. So hope you enjoyed it. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Think about sharing it with anybody else who's possibly looking for either RV rentals in the area or for renovation ideas. And we will see you in our next episode, everyone. Thanks, everyone.